Box full of donuts. We're live to tell you how you can win a year's supply as 4029 News starts now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 4029 News Sunrise.
6:30 now and a good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Daniel Armbruster. We thank you for joining us here on Sunrise. And we're starting off with a beautiful day. 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee is standing by to get you ready. Laura, that cold front came in and the humidity went away.
I know, it's like magic, isn't it? Temperatures outside this morning are in the 50s. It's out coming up.
Thank you, Laura. Well, this morning, new information on some breaking news after a robbery in Fort Smith. Police saying that they have arrested a suspect now after an aggravated robbery at the Pick and Toad on Phoenix Avenue last night. Well, they say the suspect was on a motorcycle and led police on a short chase, crashing on Old Greenwood and South Street. We do know the suspect was taken to the hospital, but at this time, the suspect's condition is not known. Of course, stay with us. We'll keep you updated as more details become available. Well, new this morning, the Fort Smith Board of Directors asking a commission to reconsider changes to the police department's hiring policy. That decision comes after the Civil Service Commission denied new police chief Nathaniel Clark's request to change the policy. Clark says that he wants to add more diversity to the department, but the current policy prevents him from hiring outside candidates to any position higher than patrol officer. Last night's decision is considered non-binding, meaning that the commission does not have to reverse their initial decision. Well, this morning, a mother and her baby recovering in the hospital after a street sweeper loses control and slams into their house. This happened on Tuesday in East Rogers. Officials say a Benton County street sweeper hit that home on Canal Street. Now, this is what's left of the home. Take a look at this. The woman and her baby, her infant son, barely a few weeks old, were sitting in the living room when that accident happened. Neighbors tell 4029 that there was also a young girl, a daughter, in the next room over, who thankfully was not hurt.
I heard a crash. And so I'm like, Kira, Kira, and the top was on her leg.
Oh my goodness. Well, that woman and her baby recovering at a hospital this morning in Springfield. We also know that the driver of the truck was taken to a hospital but has since been released. There is an investigation underway into determining what happened there. Well, the Duggar son at the center of the molestation allegations is asking to join a recently filed privacy lawsuit. Josh Duggar has asked to join the lawsuit filed by 4 of his sisters, saying an article in Touch Weekly revealed their identities. The sisters say that city and county investigators promised confidentiality of their names after an anonymous tipster reported the girls had been molested by their brother. The lawsuit was filed against the city of Springdale, Washington County, and the publishers of In Touch Weekly. Attorneys for the city of Springdale, though, call the lawsuit misguided. New this morning, local police want you to become aware of a scam targeting our area. The Benton County Sheriff's Department says that they've received several complaints of calls come from people claiming to be with the sheriff's office, saying that you've missed jury duty and now you have a warrant out for your arrest. The caller then asks you to send them a money order. Well, police want to remind you they will never ask you for money over the phone, and they say if you have serious concerns about a warrant or a fine, reach out to the Sheriff's Department on your own. We do have a Get Ready traffic alert to tell you about this morning. Lane closures along Interstate 49 could slow down your drive overnight this week. In fact, the inside lanes in both directions will be closed between exit 85 in Rogers and exit 88 in Bentonville. Those closures wrapped up about 6 o'clock this morning, but you might still see some crews out there on the roads. Here's a live look at that area now, and it looks like traffic's moving just fine and in both lanes now, so they've got it back open. But Laura, how does traffic look everywhere else in the region?
Well, pretty good, as a matter of fact. You know, this time of the year, now that's going to get a speed limit right.
Thank you very much, Laura. Now to our favorite story this morning. We're hanging out at the Hertz Donut Company grand opening in Fayetteville. That's where we find 4029's Megan Key. She's live at the shop this morning with more, and Megan's making some donuts for us.
I am Daniel. The staff here at the Hertz Donut Company is working to make 11,000 donuts, and I'm helping them. This morning I'm learning how to make them too. Now, the owner of the shop tells me you start out by using a rolling pin to flatten the dough. Then you're going to use a donut cutting tool to shake the dough and give it this circular shape. Then after that, Key 4029 News.
Doing a good job on those swirls there. Thanks, Megan. Well, the Hertz Donut Company also has what they call an emergency donut vehicle, where they'll take donuts to other cities as well for delivery. Well, today you can get help finding your next job at the Goodwill Job Fair. That's happening at the Career Center at Fort Smith. The fair is hosted by WorkSource, who's looking to fill several different jobs from customer service to trucking. The job fair is happening this afternoon from 3 to 5 o'clock. And today you can help local veterans who are struggling with PTSD. Soldiers on Service Dogs is holding a fundraising event at the Raising Cane's location on Millsap Road in Fayetteville. 15% of all sales will be donated to the organization, which pairs veterans with service dogs. Now, the group will also have an information booth and a few of their dogs on hand so that you can learn more information about the program. It starts today. It goes from 3 to 9 o'clock. Well, the White House in damage control mode as former FBI Director James Comey prepares to testify. But now White House aides are worried the president could make things even worse as news breaks that one of Trump's top aides has offered to step down. We'll have all the latest from Capitol Hill still ahead. Plus, Amazon and Walmart both releasing some big news aimed at hurting the other. What the two biggest companies have planned for the future of retail and why it could save you some money. Here's a live look outside from Fayetteville, 638, and you're watching 4029 News Sunrise. Welcome back to 4029 News Sunrise. My favorite shot here, the American flag in downtown Fort Smith. And what a beautiful morning. We're waking up, some of us temperatures in the 50s, lower 60s, and no humidity out there this morning, or at least low, right?
It's lower, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's great out there. You know, if you're an early morning exerciser, a lot of times you'll, run and then take a day off, or bike and then take a day off.
Yeah.
You know what? Do them back to back, because this morning and tomorrow morning,
no excuses, right?
No excuses. Take a day off a different day, not today or tomorrow, because the mornings feel.
Thanks so much for joining us on this Wednesday morning here on the Arkansas CW. We'll see you the next time. News breaks and anytime at 4029tv.com. Have a great Wednesday. Enjoy that nice weather.